Hey, what's up, guys? This is Justin, and before I do get started, I wanted to thank you guys for making me a part of your day. In this video, we'll be bringing you guys some Call of Duty Infinite Warfare gameplay. It's going to be Ground War Defender on the map Terminal. So, on Terminal, I don't like Terminal because people have a tendency to snipe a lot on Terminal, and I just don't like snipers in general, okay? So, this video is going to be my anti-sniping class. So, as you can see right now, I have not moved from the sushi restaurant. So you guys saw me in the corner kind of counter sniping. So we're going to talk about this class and talk about this game mode and talk about kind of what I'm doing. Okay, so if you look in the top right corner, it says earn 10 kills while crouched. Okay, so that's why I usually don't crouch when I shoot. In fact, I probably would have a better KD and better off in general if I did kind of crouch or lay prone more often when I did shoot. But the challenge in this video, or not this video, the challenge in this game was to get as many crouching kills as possible. So I got 10 out of 10, and I'm working on the Wraith mission team. So on this setup right here, I'm using a light machine gun, and so I'm using the raw with the VMC sight. So as you can see, it turns yellow when I shoot the gun. Okay, so when I shoot the gun, see how it kind of turns yellow. That helps out a little bit. I mean, on Terminal, I kind of know where everybody's at already, so it doesn't really help me out that much. But when I'm using the raw, this VMC sight is really excellent to use on counter sniping, and the Vulture is a really good complement to that too. So I'm running UAV, counter UAV, and the Vulture. And if you use this setup, unless you're going to be a sniper, so I could probably snipe, but I don't want to snipe yet. So I'm kind of using this as counter sniping. So right now I'm on top red. So before I was at sushi restaurant, now I'm on top red. For the new players, top red. This building used to be red in Modern Warfare 2, which is why it's called top red. And using the VMC sight with the raw, with a suppressor, with a grip, and quick draw. So I'm using I'm using 3 attachments in a sight. All right. So with the VMC sight, see how I'm zoomed in, super like close. You can actually change it to use a regular sight too, because it'll flick down to a red dot sight. And on the raw, I use a red dot sight anyway. So this is kind of the best of both worlds. And the VMC sight is actually pretty unobtrusive. It's actually pretty decent. It's like an old holographic sight from the games before. So on this map, if I were you, and this is kind of where the top escalators are right here. So if I were you, and I really hate snipers, like I hate them so much that I will camp to counter snipe them, and I just found this to be my best my counter sniping class. Okay, so the UAV counter UAV works out. I mean you don't really need to use a suppressor, because I use a suppressor because, one, I like the sound, which is dumb because the sound has no effect on how like the gun handles, right? It does kind of get the muzzle flash out of the way, but since it's an energy weapon, you can still kind of see it. So like in previous Call of Duties, I always thought that the silencer or the suppressor like it helped with recoil. It actually just took the muzzle flash away, which made it easier to see. So it kind of helped you with the view, because your view was not kicking around with the fire coming out, the muzzle flash. But I kind of like the way it sounds, and I kind of like the way it makes the gun feel better for me anyway. I know it sounds stupid because you can't actually literally feel the gun, but when I use a suppressed gun as opposed to a loud gun, 99% of the time it feels better. There are some guns where like I feel like the gun will fire faster and sound better and more accurate when it's loud. Like the FAL from Modern Warfare 2, I felt like when that gun was loud, I could fire it as fast as possible. But whenever you use the holographic glitch with the stopping power and the suppressor, it wasn't as fast. I don't know why. I don't think it actually was. It just felt like that to me. Okay. So once again, if you're getting sniped over and over again, just throw on this class. I usually put a launcher on this class because if I'm getting my ass kicked, this is usually, and this guy like phase shifts or something like that. And I have an idea like what happens, because in Titanfall you can do this too, but he ends up getting shot in the face right there. So if you're having difficulty in general, so like if you don't play fast, like if you're the opposites of me, then use this class. I mean, you might not even need to use quick draw if you're going to be playing like this. Like I use quick draw because I plan to use the gun like it's a assault rifle. So this is my best counter sniping class. I usually throw a launcher on the as a secondary, and for the middle perk, I think I always go Ghost, Hardline, and what is it? It's Marksman. It's the one where you can see their little names above there. So as you can see in this hallway right here, that's the sniper hallway. and I'm just counter sniping. I'm rarely getting outclassed by a sniper. Now these guys aren't very good snipers, first of all, but if you're having difficulty with that, I'd highly recommend using this class to counter snipe annoying snipers. So the game's gonna wrap up. This was a ground war defender. So on defender, as you can see, all you gotta do is you gotta pick up the uplink and play keep away. So when you pick up the uplink, it basically has this red dot that says kill on it. So you have the ball and you're uploading, and you basically just run around with the ball, and it resets like every minute. So that's my stat line right there. It was 52 kills, 11 deaths. As you can see, you don't even need to kill anybody because the guy that came in second had 8 kills and 14 deaths. But that's kind of how I played defender. It's not bad. You know, ground war has defender, kill confirmed, and TDM, and frontline TDM, and I'll kind of get into that later when I show you guys a different video on that. So if you have any questions or comments about this, please leave them down below. I've been Justin. I'll catch you guys later. See ya.